Hi everyone, today with a new scholarship video. Today video is about a CAS ANSO Scholarship Degree Program 2026. Call for application is a degree program, and also they offer us some internship and summer camp for a non-degree program. They are also fully funded. You can apply it here. You can look at here. Okay, this scholarship is basically for a master and PhD program. So today I will guide you that how you can make up your application here. Before going to make up an application or account, I we will discuss some kind of information like universities, USTC and UCAS, as the non number of scholarship is 500. The 200 scholarship is for master and 300 scholarship is for PhD, and the deadline for this scholarship is 31st January 2026. Okay, so now the what is USTC and UCAS? USTC, University of Science and Technology of China, and it is considered one of the top university in China and Asia. And what is UCAS? University of Chinese Academic Science is a research university in Beijing, China. It is affiliated with the Chinese Academy of Science and CAS. They also have different names. What kind of documents you will need to apply for this scholarship? You need a national identity card, passport, and your official academic transcript and diploma. Updated CV, your recommendation letter, motivation letter, research proposal, and English proficiency letter. And now, what kind of benefits you will get from this scholarship? That total tuition fee waiver, monthly stipend, health insurance, application fee waiver, international travel allowance from the country. If you successfully get the scholarship, you are eligible to get the your ticket travel also. Everything will be covered. You are not allowed to apply for the answer scholarship in both USTC and UCAS. You have to memorize this thing if you are going to apply for ANSU at the simultaneously. You cannot apply for the USTC and UCAS at the same time. Otherwise, your admission will be disqualified. So you can apply only one university under ANSU scholarship. Citizenship must be Chinese. Language proficiency must be proficient in either English or Chinese. Age master applicant born after January 1, 1996, and PhD applicant born after 1991. University requirement, we can check about the university requirement on their main website, that what kind of documentation they need and how to apply. First you have to find a program, make an account, and submit your application or make up your application. This is the main website I already show you up, and here we will also get the information. Here you can see the first part is the introduction. You can read all of the things about the universities and history, and this one is a part of coverage. And in this section you will get the information that what kind of benefit you will get under PhD and master. Tuition fee waiver in a board degree and PhD, you will also get the stipend. In a PhD is a 6,000 to 7,000 RMB, and in master program is a 3,000 RMB up to 3 years. You will get health insurance in both, application fee waiver, and also you will get the international travel allowance. If you get the scholarship, you will get the travel allowance. The one time visa residence permit allowance, they will also provide that kind of facility in this scholarship. And one of the important thing is that before going to there, they will also teach you some Chinese language. Or this is very important thing, if you did not pass the annual assessment, will face this kind of issues like termination of scholarship, discontinuity, and being provided with a certificate of attendance of the period of study undertaken in China but not a formal degree. So remember this thing, you have to full focus on your study, otherwise you will be disqualified. And what kind of eligibility you are required, I already mentioned these detail in the previous information. You can check out that one. Application procedure, last date is 31st. And what kind of application material or guideline you have to need to fill the application, you can click it here or click it here. You can get the PDF form, you can read all of the PDF form if you have to. Otherwise, I will show you all of the things in the video you can get and just apply. Application portal, so here are two application portal for USTC and UCAS. So I already told you that at the same time, at a one time, you can apply only on the USTC or UCAS under ANSU, not both of the application. So just send your application in one application portal. And also they also provide some kind of contact for the USC and UCAS. You can send them any email to get further information. Okay, so now move toward the application portal. So it's a USTC. Today we will choose USTC admission portal. Just click here and they will show you this page. After this page, you have to create account. Click on create account and you have to write the information about your name, your passport number, your email address, and create your password, and your account will be created. After created, they will show you this one like continue to apply and log out. You have to click on continue to apply. Otherwise, you can click on log out and come back here and write your email or password or login again. Otherwise, if you click on continue login, they will show you this page here. Okay, so after the login, they will show you this page. So they are have an online application. You can check the application status. Here is the undergraduate program, master program, and doctor program. Today video is basically ANSO scholarship. So ANSO scholarship only offer master or doctor program, not an undergraduate program. But USTC also offering scholarship, a good scholarship for undergraduate program. I will make another video on a undergraduate program after 1 or 2 days, so you can check out that video and can also apply on that video. Also apply on undergraduate program. So today we will choose a doctor program. Just click on a doctor program and they will show you some steps that you have to complete all of the application online. There are around about 9 steps you have to complete it. So here, if you are going to self, choose self, but today we are choosing the ANSO scholarship. And under the ANSO scholarship, they will provide you a tuition fee waiver. They will provide you health insurance, monthly stipend, or also you when you confirm that one, they will ask you that you will also be applying for ANSU CAS Tavas UNESCO scholarship. You can click it yes. It's very important. Or those students who are going to apply under the USTC in CSE scholarship, they have to choose this part. And USTC also providing some kind of scholarship like a fellowship B and C, and they will give you a tuition fee waiver only. Okay, so you have to remember these things. But today we are going to apply for the CAS ANSU scholarship. You have to choose the this part, and after that you can click on save continue. After clicking on save and continue, they will show you some 9 steps to complete the application. Like a first step is the basic information. Second step is a study plan. Okay, I one by one we will see all of the steps. First of all, you have to provide the basic information about your name, nationality, your date of birth, your marital status, your nationality, your religion, your passport number, your current residency, and you have to upload passport or photo which would be in JPG or picture form. Otherwise, they did not accept the PDF and document file. So remember this thing. And the size of the document should be under 3 MB, not more than the 3 MB. Are you an immigrant from other country original? You can click it no or no. Your descendants are Chinese, so you can click it no. And after that, you can click save and continue. The next part is a study plan. Because we already choose a doctor program, here you can choose your degree and your research field, and here you can write 100 words about your research degree. So this one part is very important. You can choose the degree, because that degree will be mentioned on your final graduated diploma. So choose it wisely. After that is the education and experience. Here you have to upload the information about your undergraduate and your master degree which you already graduated or not graduated. You have to mention that your country, your name of the country or school. If you choose your country, for example, I choose any country like here. I choose the Canada here, so they will give you all of the universities about the Canada. Okay, so here you have to degree obtained from the school or university. You can click it yes, and later you have to provide the information like about your starting date, your average score, your GPA, your class rank. These all information are basically mentioned on the transcript backside or front part. So you can look at your transcript and you will get the information. After that, you have to upload your degree and transcript here, but your degree and transcript should be notarized from the notary public. You can go to a public court and they will give you, they can notarize your document. It's not a big deal. Or one important thing here, those students who are not graduated yet, or they will get their degree in this year. So they can get a pre-graduation certificate or provisional certificate or a hope certificate from the university, and they can notarize it and upload it here. After that, if you have any non-educational experience, you can upload information here. Any experience in China, you can upload it here. And academic achievement, if you have any kind of publication, internship report, you can mention title, DOI number, publication date, and you can upload the documents here. After that, click on save and move toward the next part. Okay, after completing education and experience information, you have to move toward the language proficiency. This part is very important. You have to mention that your mother tongue Chinese proficiency. If you are going to apply for a program which is a Chinese start program, then you have to provide the Chinese proficiency, like which one is your level here, and then you have to upload the document. English proficiency, if you are native speaker, you don't need to provide any kind of IELTS, TOEFL, or Duolingo test. If you are non-native speaker, if you have IELTS, TOEFL, or Duolingo, you can give them that score and upload document. Otherwise, or if you are non-native speaker, you can mention, they mention that an official letter from the previous university or school confirming that the language of instruction is English. So it's totally should be a mention on their English proficiency letter, that their last education is English, so you don't need to provide any kind of IELTS. And then upload the MOE letter here, and after that you can save it and move continue. The step 5 is board contact information. Here is you have to mention that permanent address, University of Science and Technology. You have to mention that. So therefore, if in future if you are selected in the scholarship, they will send you some kind of a document like admission notice, scholarship letter, all of things and that, then email and telephone number, and save and continue. In other information section, they are asking about the family member information. The family member information, you can provide your mother, your father, and your brother, and have you have to mention their nationality, relationship, their employment information. After that, they will ask you that they any of the parents or any of the family member have a Chinese passport. Then you have to mention yes or no. It depends on you. If they have yes, then do you have to upload the passport or other information on the website, and then you have to save and continue. The next section is very important because in this section they will ask you for the referee information. Recommendation are very important in any kind of scholarship because the recommendation letter basically provide the information that what you did or what you done in the university where you get your previous education. So you have to mention your professor name, the school name, and the telephone number plus email address, and then you have to upload the documents here. You can take a sign or signature from your professor, and you can upload in PDF here. It's okay. And better is that if you write the email address from the university, not the Gmail or Yahoo email ID, because they prefer mostly the university IDs. After completing the referee information, you have to upload the documents. Some of the documents like a passport, your proficiency certificate, and your diploma and your transcript certificate, which should be a notarized. We already uploaded in the application. Now you have to upload the foreign physical examination form. You have to click here, and after clicking here, they will give you a form, medical form, and you can take that medical form to any public hospital, and doctor will do some kind of checkup, and if you need some kind of test, you have to provide it like a urine test or blood test, and further they will complete your medical form and click and sign it. Then you have to upload it here. After that, you need to upload your CV, your personal statement, and study or research proposal. Study plan, research proposal are different thing, but you have to upload it here. A research proposal is very important in every application of scholarship. So you have to write it a good and according to your previous education and what you want to do in the future. According to that, you have to make your research proposal, and the minimum word should be 1000. No criminal record. We also know, we can also call it a police certificate, clearance certificate. You can make it from your authorities, and you can upload it here. Other supporting document, if you have like a thesis, yeah, like your job experience, you can upload it here. After uploading all of the things, if you have any other document, you can click add more supporting documents, and you can add that one, and then you have to save or next. And the last part is the submission. The submission part is very important. You have to mention that all of the tick that I admitted all of the rule and regulation of China and ANSO scholarship, UST scholarship, and UCAS scholarship. And after that, they are asking you if you will not get the ANSO scholarship, that you will be available for self-fund financial student. So you have to click it no. Second one is a partial. If you want to do a partial, then click yes. Otherwise, no. And option two is no, in partially they have two scheme. If you are not admitted with scholarship, would you be interested in the admission as a partially self-finance student? Only tuition fee waiver. You will get a tuition fee waiver, but the rest of the thing like your expenses and your accommodation, you have to cover it. And the second one is if you admitted, you will get tuition fee waiver, free on campus accommodation, insurance per academic year, but you did not get the stipend here. So this is better chance. If you are not selected here, you should be selected here. And where you listen through it, you can check it through social media, and you can write the educational matrix YouTube name that you hear from the YouTube channel. After that, why do you want to apply for USTC? You can check high rank universities. Have you ever participated? You can click in no. If yes, no. Were you willing to accept the adjustment of your major? You can click it yes, and after that you can submit it. After submission, you will get a successful email, and further they have any notification they will send you on your portal. You have to check it again and again. So this is the scholarship application video. You can share it with your friend. And one important thing I want to show you here. So we move toward the main page, which is basically for the undergraduate. So this is undergraduate program. So undergraduate program video I will make after 2 days, like on Monday or Tuesday. So USTC also offering scholarship for the undergraduate students, but this scholarship also scholarship, this is only for the grad master and doctor program. So later I will make it and you can apply on it also. So share this video and remember me in your prayer. Until the next video, Allah Hafiz.